Hope you're doing great. Yes, let's talk about life, success, God, and belief. Okay, so I want you to know that you literally have your own life in your hands. Okay, you have your own life in your hands, and I don't mean it hypothetical. You actually hold your own life in your own hands. You probably heard the saying or know about the saying that God holds the earth with his hands, right? And there's no difference between you holding your own life like God is holding the whole earth. God is the creator of the earth, right? He's the creator of literally everything, okay? He's the creator of your life, of all the things, your thoughts, your mind, whatever it might be, he's the creator of it. And he holds it in his hands. And he created the world the way he wants it to be, right? And the same way you can create your own life in your own hands, okay? Because the Spirit of God runs through you, okay? So, in any type of sense, you are also as perfect as God. Just a small amount, because the only perfect people or like perfect human or spirit is God, right? But you have it in you, okay? And the moment you realize that is the moment you should start taking action. Because if you don't take a step forward, you're gonna stand there your whole life, okay? And nothing comes from nothing, right? You want to have a great life, don't you? You want to have the best life, no? I mean, my biggest fear was always to live a life and regret it, okay? Regret that I did not take the risk, put myself in uncomfortable situations. Because these are the things that are going to change your life for the better, okay? These are the things that are changing your identity to be a better person, to be the person that lives a better life, okay? But you have to create that life. And I want you to know that you can create that life, okay? And it's not that easy. It's definitely not that easy, but it's possible. And if there's a possibility, there's a way, okay? And you can even start today. If you see this video, you probably clicked on it for a reason. And I'm happy that you are here, because this means you're already on the right way and you want to change your life, okay, for the better. And this is great. You're welcome. And the moment you actually realize, okay, I have to change my identity, because the success doesn't come without nothing, right? Work. You can overwork. Like, why would you think that somebody that works like 60 hours in a week on like a construction in like the heat is not as successful as like a person that just sit at home on his computer for 3 hours a day? Why would you think he is not as successful as the person on the computer that runs his own business or whatever? Because the person took a risk, okay? I took a risk. And now I'm sitting here in front of a computer. And I can't, like... It sounds ignorant, but I think I live a great life right now. And a way better life than those people. But obviously depends on the views you have. But you click the video so you want to be successful, okay? So let's just talk about us right here, okay? And how do you change your identity is probably the question that you have the whole time, and there are a lot of answers to it, okay? First of all, you have to believe differently. Your identity is a part of your belief system, okay? Of your unconscious and conscious mind. It's about how you act, how you talk, what priorities you have, what hobbies you have, what your dreams and goals are, and so much more, right? Your surroundings. And there's no change without change. That's just a cruel reality, okay? If you want change, you have to change. certain things. And put yourself, that's probably the thing that changed you the most, as a man, as a character, as a woman. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Because if you don't take a risk, if you never take a risk, you're average. You're just average. If you have never taken a risk in your life and you are not willing to take a risk and do what it takes to be successful, you will be the average person. And the average person is not successful. The average person is definitely not successful. Not for me. I have higher goals. Maybe for some other people, but if you see this video, you're not one of them, right? You want your higher self. You want a better reality for you, for your family, for your friends, and your future. And there are sacrifices, okay? There are a lot of sacrifices. You have to stop doing some bullshit. You have to stop wasting time. You have to stop thinking that the time will come, okay? Because action is not a feeling. Action is not in an emotional state. You don't sit there and feel like, okay, I'm ready. That's not how it works. You have to do it. Action is, you have to do it. You have to start it. Nothing to do with, okay, I feel ready now. Or now is the time. If you think like that, time's gonna run away. And you will never change. You will always stand on the point. Sometimes you have to jump, even though if you don't know how deep the water is, okay? Because if you don't jump, you're gonna be standing there your whole life. And sometimes, okay, maybe the water is not deep enough for the one time, but you survive, okay? You get back up there, you get to a different spot, jump again. Maybe the water isn't deep enough again, but the third time maybe it is deep enough, and you moved, okay? You sacrifice a lot of time, a lot of mental, because you failed, right? You failed before, but it's not failing because you learned out of it, okay? And even if you fail, you still change your identity for the better, okay? Because if you fail, you learn something. You learn something new that can help you to reach all the goals that you have. And the moment you jump and land in the water and it's deep enough, you changed. You took a risk and it worked, okay? The risk worked out. And now you're running a business, a profitable business. Obviously it takes time, but there is no profitable business if you don't start a business, okay? That's what I want you to know. I failed 1,000 of times. So I make this video to help you out and keep you away from all the doubt and all the thoughts that you might have right now that I had back then. The mindset. It's a weak mindset, to be honest. But that's why you want to get stronger, right? And you have to get strong in your mind. And how do you do that? You put yourself in uncomfortable situations. There's a saying, get comfortable in the uncomfortable. This is exactly what you have to do. If you're thinking about taking the risk, take the fucking risk. Because at the end of the day, if you think back about any type of situation that had you in your, like, ring corner, basically, okay? It ended up always working out, didn't it? I feel like for me, every doubt that I had back then, let's say about, okay, I never had really doubt about school. I didn't care about school. I hated school, okay? But let's say I had doubt about my grades in school. Now, I don't care. Nobody cares if I failed or not in like a test. Nobody. Everything ended up working out. But in that moment where I got the bad grade, I had doubt. I had fear. And thought that's the end of my life. Guess what? It wasn't. Okay? And this is with everything in life, okay? And don't determine your identity by your past. This is also really important because these are what most people do, right? Because the past is now, basically. You're the person now because of your past. Your past determined yourself, but this is not how it be, or how it should be, how you should do it. Because you can change right now. Just think. and say to yourself that I am running a profitable business, I am successful, I'm worthy enough, and I can achieve everything that I've put my mind to, okay? Say it over and over again. It's manifestation. Manifestation is real, okay? Because you tell your unconscious mind. And guess what happens when the unconscious mind runs on such a frequency? Because the unconscious mind has 99% of your thoughts, okay? They take 99% of your brain, and this is exactly how you act, okay? This is exactly how you're going to be acting, and this is the first change of identity. Because I was saying, identity is part of how you act, how you surround yourself, how you talk, and just everything, okay? How you believe. And if you tell yourself that over and over again, your unconscious mind will think that. Because our mind can't know, actually, our mind doesn't know if it's real or not, okay? You can put a scenario in your head, like riding on a yacht you bought and just riding on a jet ski. This maybe never happened to you. But if you think that on a deeper level, your unconscious mind will think it did, okay? It doesn't see a difference between something you actually did, like going to school, I don't know, whatever it might be. It doesn't see a difference, okay? So, get comfortable in the uncomfortable, and manifestate for your conscious mind, okay? Your unconscious mind. If your unconscious mind changes, you have 99% done, okay? But obviously it's the hardest way, and before you change your unconscious mind, you have to change your conscious mind. And how you change your conscious mind? You just act. You just act on it, okay? Because everything starts with the mind. You have a dream. I want to make $1 million. How do I do this? You ask yourself the question. I'm gonna start a business, online dropshipping, trading, whatever it might be. You start doing that, okay? You act on it, you learn it. And then you start doing it, okay? Learning it, doing it. And the more you do it, the more experience you will have. And this is the way you jump in the water, and it's maybe not deep enough and you fail, but one time you're gonna jump in the water because you learned all the different spots. And now you know that water's deep enough. I can jump. You jump, you win. And the doing turns into a habit, okay? Because you did it so often, you got better at it, okay? This is just a skill. Life is a skill. And if you are already so good at it and you do it over a consistent amount of time, for a longer time now, it's your no identity. This is who you are. You're not just a kid trying to run a business. You are the business. You are successful. You are not a kid that's trying to be successful. You are successful, okay? So, yeah, life is in your hands. And I know it's a pretty deep video, but I think a lot of people should know this, and because I wanted to know that back then when I was in probably your shoes, or maybe you're just watching because you think, who is that dumbass? What is he talking about? You're also welcome. I enjoy every one of you. But yes, that's basically it. You're the own creator of your life. You can change your identity and you can literally do anything you put your mind to, okay? And this is so important to know for you, because you only have this one life and you should use it the best, okay? Because at the end of the day, you decide what's good for you, what makes you happy. So do whatever makes you happy, okay? But don't waste your life. I beg you. Do not waste your life, okay? And with that being said, thank you for watching, okay? Let me know if you want more videos about it, or if you have any type of questions, just ask me in the comments. I will reply. Or DM me on IG or whatever. I will reply to you, I promise. So, see you in the next video and enjoy your day.